I'm Jacques from the London Bowler, the strip club connoisseur. Today I'm back with a review of a club in the UK, and the club is called Stringfellows, and it's a bit of a staple in terms of strip club in the UK because I think they've been going for 45 years, and that was owned by a gentleman of the name of Peter Stringfellows, and he's passed away now, so RIP to him. He was a bit of what's the word? It was a bit like the Hugh Hefner of the UK. This gentleman had long hair, long greyish hair. Probably, I don't know if he was blonde before, but I know that the club is no longer in his family. I think they've sold it when he passed away. But we have to always honor him because obviously I'm sure they started in 1980. So if we're talking now, yeah, it was 45 years now, basically. So we're gonna review his club, and then it's located in Covent Garden. Okay, over the years I've not been there recently, but I've been there quite a few times with friends. I had a friend of mine that used to basically have all these meetings there. So obviously when I was part of the meeting, I invited with a couple of friends that were into the nightclub industry. It's in Covent Garden. Like I said, I have to remind you loads of the times that obviously strip club in Europe is not my type of things, basically. Gentlemen clubs, they're not my type of thing. What I really like are American style urban strip club where the money is thrown, it's all spectacle. That's what I like. So it's not going to be the best thing for me, but I'm reviewing it on behalf of other people. What I would say is a beautiful club, as you can see by the thumbnail what I've seen. One of the best thing about them, where I would say they operate like American strip club, is a restaurant. What I would advise you, you can get a very, very good dinner when you go there. The dinner is very nice. They have finger-licking food that is quite nice when you go there. And they have spectacle. They obviously have the dancers, the strip club. So the waiters and the waitresses are very polite. So it's a very good thing. If you want great food, I would advise it. They're quite, as long as you dress decently and you're not drunk, it's not that hard to get in there. I know they have. I've heard people say to me, I went there, they say it was members only, but I don't know what state they were when they got there, because I know it's normally dormant. They would use that as an excuse and say member only. I've never had to encounter that, but yet anyway, for me, I didn't have a problem because we were going with somebody that was a regular there, even had a table there that was named after them. So I wouldn't have a problem getting in, basically. So I don't know. But other than that, I'll say it's a great club. They have good-looking girls in terms of the standard of what that type of establishment is. I know that years ago, I'm not sure if he's still doing it, he had a reputation. If you wanted to work for him, every week the girls, they were weighing the girls to see what their weight were. So basically, I don't know if they're still doing it, but he didn't like a certain type of girl. So I know that in terms of slacking, you have to be a good-looking, in good shape girls to be working in Stringfellows. They have private rooms. Like I said, the food and the dinner is very nice. They got a nice wine card, because I'm a red wine drinker. Now I drink it more occasionally, but I used to drink it really regular. They have good quality red wine there, but obviously at a good price. I would say that. And they have expensive drinks, but you can have a good dinner there. They do accept groups and couples, and I'll say it's very comfortable. I'll say it's a place that I would really, if you're coming from abroad, it's a place that I would advise you to visit, because you'll get comfortable, and also with it's bougie, you know, it's classy, so you will like it. And then also if you've got money to spend, but also be ready to have money to spend. It's not cheap, you know. So that's the problem. Like, a lot of people think the strip club, they mix it with the pub strip club. Pub strip club is going to be cheap. You're going to have £20 dancers. those sort of establishment, they don't do that. It's more of a class establishment where they have VIP dancers, different things. But Stringfellow is definitely, the people that own it now, they're definitely following the same blueprint that Peter Stringfellow had, which is the beautiful girls, the restaurants, good chef, the food is great, and the good looking girls. But I don't know if they're stringent like him, because I'm sure you can go and then Google it. I'm sure he had that reputation. If you wanted to work there, you had to be in shape. Every week the girls, they had to check the girls' weight. They would check everything, like their attire, what they would wear. And I do remember a fun fact. I had a friend of mine that had a neighbor of his that was working in Stringfellow at the height of it. And at that time, we're talking about in the late 90s, and she was earning almost as much as a football player weekly. Back then, that's how much money girls used to make in that club. I don't know how it is now. I don't know. But I'm saying back then it was that type of club. Girls, a lot of girls made a lot of money there, became rich, invested in properties, did whatever they did, and then some went back to their country, some just invested. But it was a place where a lot of females were actually successful in life, in business, because they were making so much money. So let's come back to Stringfellow now. So the new owner, sure they're carrying on the torch from what Peter Stringfellow did. I'm not sure what the money is like now, but I've said I would advise most people to go there, because I know that if you're from Europe, that's the type of club you're gonna like. And they're really, they remind me a bit of it's a better version of the French strip club Pink Paradise that I've done. Pink Paradise back in the days was also great, but this is a better version, I would say. So this was a quick review. There's not much I can really say about Stringfellow than to say go there, prepare yourself, phone them up to make sure everything's okay, that is not members only. Explain to them, they will ask them what the dress code is, the attire, and then what the best times are, and go there and visit. But the food, you can never go wrong booking a dinner there. That's all I've got to say to you. So this was a review of Stringfellow in Covent Garden, London, UK. I'm going to urge you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll keep on bringing you content like this, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.